Good evening, my YouTube friends, brothers and sisters. I am on my way to the store. Thought I would get on here and do another quick video of a dream that I had last night. It was pretty vivid, very scary. So I'll just get right into it. So in my dream, I was in my house, and I live in a cul-de-sac, and I'm at the very end of the cul-de-sac. And I was in my house with my family, and then I looked out the window. I'm upstairs, and I think I might have been in my daughter's bedroom, and I looked out the window, and there was water everywhere. Just, it was flooding, and the water everywhere. And then several houses in my circle were like gone. Like there was a huge explosion. And I remember saying, well, before the explosions happened, I was seeing water everywhere. I was telling my husband, because he was on the floor playing with the dogs, and I was like, Anthony, there's water everywhere. And I'm like panicking, and so he gets up and runs to the window, and then suddenly a couple of houses starts exploding and like just disappeared. Like they just, and I think I said something to my husband about broken gas lines or something like that, and it was all over. Like it wasn't just our circle when I seen this, because like we ended up like leaving the house and was trying to go take shelter somewhere, and there was chaos and destruction everywhere. It was all over the place. And in my dream, you know, I said, this is the end times. Jesus telling me this is the end times. And you know, we had to like try to find food and you know, water that was, you know, good water to drink. And we were like staying in some underground tunnel thing or something like that, or somewhere along those lines, where we were trying to take shelter. And we would go up, me and my husband, we would go up or go out and into the city and try to get more supplies. And we would try to get more supplies. I'm sorry. So we would try to go in and get some more supplies, and then there was just destruction everywhere. There was people looting everywhere. There was people, you know, attacking other people. A couple of guys tried to attack me, and luckily I was able to get away, but they were trying to attack me, and there was just chaos everywhere. And I live in the central USA. But for some reason I was able to get to like a beach or something, and it was weird. On the beach there was also just stuff littered everywhere, and I kind of got the feeling that maybe a tsunami hit, a very large tsunami, and the beach was somehow in the middle of the USA now. So I was able to walk, I guess, to this beach that looked like a beach, but shouldn't have had an ocean in the middle of the USA. The water kind of receded from my cul-de-sac, because we ended up going back to the house and checking things out, trying to get some more supplies at the house. And the water, you know, had receded so you could walk, and there was just stuff everywhere. There was, gosh, furniture in the streets, and it was just major chaos. And in my dream, at some point, a lot happened. That's why I'm trying to get this out, because I don't want to forget it. I feel like I'm already forgetting bits and pieces. So, but in the middle of my dream, I remember thinking, you know, I started to become afraid. And surprisingly, through all this, I wasn't too terrified. I knew what was happening, but at one point I was starting to become pretty afraid. And then in my dream, I don't know, like Jesus, I felt something in my spirit. I think Jesus was giving me a message: don't be afraid. And then I thought, he is with me. And that's what he told me. He said, don't be afraid, I am with you. This is prophecies coming to pass. And it was just, gosh, man, I woke up and I couldn't get it off my mind. It was so real and so vivid. And, you know, luckily I was with my family. We were all together and we were making it. We were surviving. We were, you know, not living in our house. We were, you know, in some sort of concrete bunker of some sort, and so we were, you know, making it. Eventually, since the water had receded, when we went to go get supplies from my house again, we ended up talking about just staying there for a little while because the water had receded, so we were able to go inside, and of course the whole house was completely trashed. I guess while we were gone and hiding, looters and robbers had gone into our home and had robbed us and just thrown stuff everywhere, and they completely destroyed our house. And that was happening, I guess, all over. It wasn't just our home, it was many other homes, and it was just complete chaos and destruction. And in my dream, I knew what it was. I knew that it was the end times, and I knew that this was part of what God has, you know, informed us of, prophesized of, and but I also knew that it was going to be okay. I also knew in my heart, that in my dream, that it was going to be okay, because God told me that He is with us, and so I wasn't too terrified. You know, I felt bad. We actually went over to my neighbor's house to see if they were still there. It's an older couple, and they were still there, and they were just trying to clean things up too. And you know, it was pretty crazy, and it was pretty real. So that's the gist of it. I know I'm missing out on some other details. I know I am, but I'm drawing a blank at the moment. But if I remember any more details about it, I'll post it here on this video. But I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys what I dreamt of last night. I feel like the Lord is talking to me. He's preparing us. And He's doing that with the whole church. People all over the world are having these dreams and visions, and it's pretty amazing. It's incredible. You know, there's people out in the Middle East that's never even heard of Jesus before, and they are, you know, converting over from whatever religion that they have over to Christianity overnight, just from like a dream or a vision. Millions of people. And it's just, it's amazing. It's the most incredible thing. So I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that dream. I've had several dreams. I have a journal of a bunch of dreams. I actually have my journal with me. This is one of them. But it's like, I really like this one, but you know, it's just pages and pages after dreams and visions and things that I've seen or experienced. And I'm going to be posting more videos of all these journal entries, because some of them are just amazing, and I feel like I just need to share it, because I know there's other people experiencing this as well. And I just want everyone to know what is to come, because it's coming. I don't know when. You know, I speculate, or you know, I have my suspicions that it's gonna probably be within this generation, if not our children's. But it's and I would be surprised that it wasn't. But and I'm not guaranteed that it's gonna be, because I'm not picking any days or times. I won't do that. But you know, and God told us that no man knows the day or time of his coming. However, He does indicate the season. And so I feel like that season is coming upon us very fast. So I just want everyone to be ready and to repent. And if you haven't asked Jesus to come into your heart and save you, you need to do that right now. You need to drop everything that you're doing and do that right now. And there are so many sources, so many people that you can go to for advice, or you know, or how to pray. You know, if you don't know how to pray, just go to the scriptures, go to the Bible. The scriptures is like an instruction manual. It is there to instruct us. It teaches us, it's to guide us. God speaks to us through the scriptures. Okay, so consider that your instruction manual. So that's the biggest source that you could go to. But he tells us everything that's going to happen in those scriptures. So I can't stress enough on how important it is to read those scriptures. And if you are confused about something or not sure, just ask God to confirm, because God will confirm to you. He confirms to me all the time, and millions of others. That anyone who calls upon him, he is there. He's wanting you to call him, and because he's calling on you. It's just that a lot of us just don't. We're so wrapped up in our own physical lives that we don't even notice that he's calling us, and he's calling everybody. So it's up to us to accept him. And I'm telling you, once you accept him into your life, you will completely change. Your life will be changed forever. How you, even your actions or how you feel on things prior, once you have the Holy Spirit in you, you will completely change. You're going to want to do right. You're going to want to be nicer. It's just amazing how a person can just change. It's a complete 360, and only God has that power. Only God can do that for us. And I just, wanted to come on here and share this with you, but it's just so important. Please, 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 if you're confused or not sure about something, pray to God, talk to him, tell him what your worries are. He wants you to hand his worries over to him, and he will give you an answer in one way or another. He will confirm. Again, I don't know when the end days are coming, but the season is upon us. It's I don't know if it's the beginning of the season, the middle, or what, but to when it actually starts, but it is coming upon us. Things are being prophecies in the Bible are becoming true every day, and Jerusalem being acknowledged as the capital of Israel. That to me was a huge prophecy coming to light, coming to pass. And it's big. Some of the things that are happening, and like the third temple that the Bible speaks of, they've got all the plans. They've got all the plans and the layout and designs done. They have all the priests that are going to be ministering and running the temple handpicked, ready to go. There's 12, and they're all from the 12 tribes from Joseph, and so and that's major too. I think the only thing that they're waiting on at this point is to actually build it. And from my understanding, the reason why they haven't started building yet is because the land that they say that the temple needs to be built on is controlled by another region, the Iranians, I think, or something like that. They don't have the land to build it yet, and I don't know when we're going to have access to that land so we can start building. I'm not sure. There's a couple of wars that the Bible talks about that's going to happen, like the Psalms 83 war, the Ezekiel war. The Psalms 83 war, I think that's the one. It talks about, that I believe that's the war where Israel is going to go to battle with all the surrounding cities. And I suspect that when that happens, the Bible talks about Israel will be victorious. They will win that war. And when they do, I have a suspicion that's when they're going to take back the land where the temple needs to be built. And that's when it will be built. Again, that's just a theory of mine. I have no idea if that's actually true or not. It's just, I have many theories in my head, just trying to connect all the dots. There's so many puzzle pieces, but I think that could be a runner-up. So, and then you'll have, at some point, I believe after that, I don't know, could be before, but you'll have the Ezekiel war. And that one is going to be, no one's going to win that one, because God's going to take over that one. A big earthquake will happen. And, the Russian army and other, they'll be stopped. The earthquake will stop them. And that's going to be an earthquake that God initiates. So nobody really wins that war. And to me, that could possibly be the beginning of World War III, I suspect. Again, I don't know. I could be completely off base. I just, like I said, I'm just trying to connect all the dots, and that's just one theory of mine. But anyways, you know, there's so much in the Bible that, you know, he's telling us what's going to happen, what to prepare for. And, you know, it's sad because there's a lot of people that just will not read it, will not do the research. And so when these things happen, they're going to be ignorant of it. And I don't mean to be rude. When I say ignorant, I mean they're not going to have any knowledge. So, you know, it's so important to get into these scriptures. It's your instruction manual. He's talking to us. He talks to us every day. And pray about it. Pray about it. He will give you an answer. He will confirm your whatever you desire. He will give you confirmation. So I'm going to run in here to the store real quick, but thank you so much for tuning in. I'll do another video. Like I said, if you want, subscribe. I would love to have you guys subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of all the stuff that I've experienced. And there's a lot in here. Some of them are pretty big, like really big. So I would love to be able to show you guys some more. So I love you guys. I love you all so much. God bless. I just worry, and I just, when I say I love you, I'm not just saying that. I really love you guys. I love you all. So you guys have a great day, and I will be seeing you again soon. Thanks. Bye bye.